What's going on, everybody? We are back with some tips today for heating and cooling. If you need heating and cooling and it's getting either hot or cold and it's not coming on and it just isn't working, before you call somebody, this could potentially save you a ton of money. There's a few quick things we're going to show you how to do. Let's get to work. One of the very first things I'm going to check out is the electric panel. So we're going to go over here and see that, first off, this one is not labeled very well. We could do a better job of that in the future, but for now we are looking for, if you're looking for heat in the winter, there's the breaker for the furnace, there's the breaker for the air conditioner. See if those are on or off. Now the furnace is number 19 for us, and the AC is 20 and 22. Let's go look and see where that is. Okay, right here is number 19, and it is on. It is going the same way as everything else. If it were flipped the opposite direction or stuck in the middle, that means that tripped for whatever reason. If it is tripped, you have to turn it off and then back on. It won't go straight to on. Now for the AC, we are at 20 and 22, which is this one, and it is the exact same way. If it was off, it would be pushed back the other direction. If this were tripped, it'd be in the middle, and again, you would have to switch it off and then back on. If they trip for whatever reason back immediately, it's time to call somebody. That actually just wraps that up. Some of them may face the other direction. This is a more modern panel. This is very typical of most installations today. The next thing we're going to do is come over to the unit and find there should be a kill switch on it, like this one. It's hard to see because it's kind of dark here. It's just literally a light switch that's on the side of the furnace. It's a kill switch for it. If for any reason that would be off, turn it back on. See what happens. Everything might come to life. Just be aware that there is a slight delay in any time you flip anything off and back on. There's always a time delay whenever you turn that back on. Okay, and the very last thing I'm going to show you today that you should probably check if your heating or cooling is not working is your thermostat. And one thing you're going to want to make sure, let me zoom in on this. There it is. Okay, so I actually almost hesitate to bring this up because there's people that I know somebody's going to say, who forgets to do this? But they do. First off, we have our heat set here at 70 degrees, so that actually means that it is getting power and the thermostat is working. Not all of them have a digital readout. The next thing you want to make sure of is this: heat, off, cool. This is actually a heat pump, so not all of them will have that. If you need heat in the winter, make sure it is over to heat. If you want AC for the summertime, it needs to be switched over to cool. That very last one where I switched it from heat to cool or cool to heat, whichever season you're looking for, people are going to go, who forgets that? People do it all the time. I probably receive 4+ calls every time the seasons change, and it's just because they forgot something very simple. Do this and it could save you a ton of money in the future. That way you know how to troubleshoot, at least moderately troubleshoot some of your own stuff to make sure you're not messing something up that's going to cost you a whole lot of money. If you've got any questions, please leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. And until next time, think outside the box and do something cool.